Well, this is it. This is what we got. This is the situation that we're currently living in. It's no secret that for many people, this is a difficult time, but we can make the best of it. This situation offers a unique opportunity that has honestly never been seen before. I want you to take a moment to yourself and think, when is the last time that you had this much free time? Also, I have another question. Have you hit that like button yet? Because if you haven't, you probably should. No, but seriously, if you could help me out a lot by liking this video, I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, back to the content. Isn't this extra time something that you've always wanted? It's funny to me how I keep seeing these people who constantly complained about how they never had time to do anything, now given all this extra time, yet it's the worst thing in the world. They want the world to get up and running right away, but before, they wanted it to just come to a screeching halt, like it literally is right now. While I understand that losing normalcy seems like a pretty bad thing, it could be a unique and great opportunity for all of us. As I've talked about earlier on this channel, I want all of you to build a better life, and part of that is finding what you're passionate about. So given this extra time, that's something that you can do. Almost all of us have more time now. There's really no rational way around thinking that you don't. I mean, in some cases, you're getting slammed by online work, and if that's the case, then you're probably doing okay. But in this current situation, most of us have all this extra free time. There's no commuting, there's no getting dressed up for work, there's nothing stopping us from doing the little things that we want to each day because there's no stopping to have to do something else. I know the thing that's getting me through all this is taking the extra time I have, utilizing it to build my online business, and do some other side things that I've wanted to for a while now. So now I ask you a question. What have you been doing with all this extra time? Are you searching for a new job? Are you starting to work on that side hustle? Are you binge watching Netflix? All of these serve very different purposes, but honestly, they're all pretty positive in their own unique ways. For someone like me, who's as obsessed with productivity and self-development as I am, I think watching a Netflix show that you've been putting off for a while is actually a really good thing you can do right now. This is especially true if you're doing it with the people you love, because building that relationship is a very important thing in your life, and you can easily do that right now with all the extra time that you have to spend next to each other in your homes. But that doesn't have to be the end-all be-all of your free time. I mean, all I've been hearing from people is that they're taking the extra time and binge-watching Netflix. And while part of that is great, that relaxation's great, that mental de-stressing is great, you really just can't do that every minute of every day now because then you fall into a loop of probably getting lazy. My mom's been saying this phrase since I got home, and she started to use it to sort of tell me that she's excited to see me cooking new things. I've been personally making scrambled eggs a lot. I know that sounds like not a big deal, but I'm making this Gordon Ramsay version, which is honestly top notch. It's really fun to make, and I enjoy it a lot. But what she keeps saying is there's going to be a lot of chefs made out of this whole thing. And I've been thinking about that for a while, and that could mean, a number of things. It might not just be literally people being chefs, they're cooking and they're improving their cooking skills, but people are, refining their practices and stuff that they've been putting off for a while. And I think that really speaks to a lot of people right now. If there's anything that you've really wanted to do for a while, like for me, it's been, constantly cooking that and doing this whole building my online business thing, I think you should just take that time and use it. Feel like, oh my God, I have a couple extra hours a week now. I might have a couple extra hours a day for all I know. I mean, for some of you, think about it. You don't have to commute to work, or you don't have buffer time. Buffer time is something that I've been using in my life for a while to understand, like, if you're going to go somewhere, you can't do something 15 minutes beforehand productive. If you have like a 15-20 minute gap between things, it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything because I'm going to have to get in the car, I'm going to have to go, I'm going to have to get ready for it physically, dress-wise. If you don't have that, you have a lot more time. If you add up 15 minutes of buffer time, let's say, 4 times a day, that's an hour. Maybe you get up to 7 hours a week. Maybe it's a little more than that. Whatever it is for you, I'm sure there's extra hours in the days, in the weeks, in the months ahead that you can use to find that new job you've always wanted, to find that new side hustle that you've been trying to work on, to find that time and really hone in on whatever it is that you've been missing out on. I honestly think it's almost given me 10 extra hours a week That's a lot. I don't have to travel to and from, where I was living to practice or to class. And I'm just able to not have to move from the place I'm in. I go out and run, but I just do it from my house and the shower's there. And you know what I'm saying? I don't really have to worry about leaving this place besides for going out and running. So there's no time here, there's no buffer time really. I'd say another thing, if you can, start a workout routine right now. If you haven't already, this is a ideal time to get into the habit of doing, that simple, easy 15-20 minute ab routine or whatever it is that you're interested in, so that you can get into a consistent schedule so that you can keep your sanity, your stress down. But also, people who've been missing out on working out a lot, the whole I don't have time excuse, it's kind of hard when you have that free extra, maybe 7-10 hours a week that you didn't have before. I mean, you're not even able to see your friends right now. Sure, you can call or FaceTime them, but let's be honest with ourselves. That's not going to take up nearly as much time as it would if you actually were going to physically hang out with them. To those of you struggling financially because of this, I want you to know that you can come out better from this situation and that there is a great silver lining to all of this. Hopefully this situation will help all of America be taught that we need to save up for prolonged rainy days next time that it comes around. But even beyond that, the time is now to take hold of the parts of your life that you've been missing out on because you've had so many other things to worry about. As a positive note, as I mentioned in my last video, there are hundreds of thousands of jobs that are needed right now due to the improved demand in some areas of the workforce, with Amazon and Walmart and those sort of big companies. They need more workers right now because of the inflated demand that the crisis is calling for. So make sure that you go out there online and seize your opportunity today. There's no time better than right now to start building a better life. With that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you're all staying safe and making the most of this current situation. Don't forget to smash that like button down below and make sure to subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.